Okay. This is just me having a video tutorial of some thoughts that go into my head. These are personal thoughts. It's only broadcasting because this is the way I record them and able to archive them at a later date. The first thing is to talk about, I live in the state of Illinois and particularly Chicago. And we just elected a new governor, Rauner. And not 1 month into his term, he is slashing and cutting all benefits that basically help the people who got him elected. But in this point, and in my view of this, I'm not even mad at him. I mean, he did what he's always done. He's going to do what he's always done. He is going to help rich people get richer, keep middle class as middle as they can, and keep poor people as poor as they can. And he is not the problem. It's the idiots in the black community who said Governor Quinn ain't done nothing for the black people. Now, realistically, what political party does anything for any race of people but their own? I mean, I mean, we can get into that later, but more than likely, the only political people in the world that don't do anything for their own people are probably black people. Because as I'm about to illustrate, once they find a way to help themselves, that black pride, that community, that we the people, power to the people shit goes right out the window. Governor Meeks, Governor Meeks, Reverend Meeks got together and got a bunch of his congregation and followers to put a big dent in the voting block against Governor Quinn, because he felt that Governor Quinn wasn't going to do nothing as far as helping the black community. And so, that little tactic worked, and, Governor Quinn lost a close election by a few thousand votes, and again, he lost because the big block of African American voters that he has always carried was dented by a small percentage of them going over to Governor Rauner. So you have now Governor Rauner as your governor. And of course, predictably so, he has decided to cut every major funding to every major program that helps middle class people and helps the community that we are, of course, entrenched in. He wants to cut taxes. He wants to give him and his people tax breaks of $750,000 and plus, and he wants to raise taxes on the middle class. I'm not mad at Rauner for doing that, because guess what? That's what he does. That's what he was gonna do. He made no bones about it. He didn't surprise people, say, I'm gonna do this. No. This is what he's done. His record states that this is what he's going to do. Where I have issue is that, black people, we're some of the most gullible people in the fucking world. Because we sat there knowing that this idiot was going to fuck us left, right, 50 different ways from Sunday. And we let one man who got in good with the governor and said, look, if I can give you a certain percentage of the black vote that will cut into this league large enough to where you can slip into the mansion, hook a brother up with a position, give me a little power. And sure enough, as soon as the man got elected, governor-elect, He announced that Governor Meeks is part of the educational council or whatever. And nobody, everybody act like, oh, that's just so good. No, he planned that shit. Reverend Meeks planned that shit forever in 5 years. He had it ready. He just needed a congregation of black folks that were willing to follow him so that he can get what he needed to do. Now, ever since these fundings have been cut and everything, I ain't heard a peep from Reverend Meeks. Ain't even seen him on TV. Nowhere. Know why? No need. It's done. He's done what he needed to do. I realize that we get angry at the wrong people for the wrong things. You know, you had to invite the devil into your house in order for the devil to do damage. You know, like the old thing with Dracula, Dracula can't come into your house. Vampires, I think it is. Vampires can't come in your house unless they're invited. Well, we invited the shit out of this vampire in our house, and then we mad because he's going around sucking everybody's blood. That's what he does. That's what he did. Now, I mean, people gonna get mad at me for this, but whatever. Black people, don't come to me with, oh, we gotta sign a petition. Oh, we gotta march on the state capitol in Springfield to help him understand. Your ass should have voted. Your ass should have voted what your economic, what was going to be best for your community and you, not because your reverend told you it'd be all right. Go ahead and do it. Cause see, in the end, you got hoodwinked, bamboozled, led astray, all that shit. You just got done, and now you want my help. You want me to go march with you, and feel this pain that you feel and everything. You know, after surviving years of Republican rule with Bush and, Cheney and Reagan and all that shit, we know how to survive. We survive. And we'll continue to survive once this shit gets over with too. But see, what kills me is that black people won't learn their lesson. Will not learn how to just fucking say, enough is enough. You get mad at Obama because he didn't save the world in 8 years, but won't say shit about Bush who destroyed it in 4. I mean, we're just a pathetic race in that we don't listen. We don't listen. We don't take heed. All we want to do is do whatever we want to do to make us happy. So, please, black people, spare me the drama of, oh, we need to get Rauner out of here. Oh, we're gonna protest what Rauner is doing. You put him in there, shut the fuck up, deal with it. And it gets me to going back and I'm thinking, like I'm thinking about Rauner and everything. I just think about people and shit. We, as a society, we have lost so much of what we are. Think about it. We glorify sluts and prostitutes. And I'm not, when I say sluts and prostitutes, because that's the name that was given to these people before they were reality TV stars. That they can do whatever it is. I mean, think about it. Paris Hilton is a reality TV star that has no talent. What is her claim to fame? Oh, a white girl with a sex tape. Okay. All right. What about Kim Kardashian? She certainly has some fame. Yeah, her father was a hardworking man. and her mother is a crazy, attention-seeking diva. Um, you got to understand that worshiping these people. I mean, think about it. What has Kim Kardashian done other than show her booty to everybody that will look at it and people drool about it? I mean, we gravitate to nothing and push away substance. Gravitate to nothing, push away substance. Kanye West is one of the most ignorant people I gather to say in the world. And I can understand with Kanye. You know, he was okay, but when he lost his mom, he lost his mind. And that's understandable. You know, you lose your mom, because I've lost my mom. Losing your mom is a fucked up thing, and can get you, fuck you up in so many ways that you don't even imagine. So, I mean, I can give Kanye a little pass on a little bit of this shit, but, you know, I don't think he was playing with a full Happy Meal anyway. I think he was missing some fries from the get-go. And then, you know, let's go back to me, for example. Let's bring it a little personal. My mother died in 2012. That was one of the most devastating moments in my life. I have not recovered from it. I am still reeling. My mom was so strong and had my back in so many ways. I miss her every day. And there are times where I just don't know what to do. I have been, I've alienated myself from my family. Me and my sister don't talk. I haven't talked to my sister. And next week will be almost a full. No, next week will be 1 year that I have not talked or said anything to my sister. I did everything I could to make sure that my mom showed love, that all she wanted was to be shown that, you know, we cared about her. I used to come and visit her every chance I was in the city. I would go see her. I would go talk to her. I enjoyed being around my mom. My mom was a beautiful mind, and she was sharp as a tack. And I learned so many things from her. I truly have tried to understand, or to get myself to a point where I can deal with this. And for the most part, I've dealt with her death. But it's just been so hard to deal with it. You know, deal with it. To really understand that I can't get on the phone when I'm stuck with a process. It's so hard. I mean, her death has fucked me up on so many levels. It's insane. And I know how bad it was probably for my sister, because, you know, I can only imagine not talking to your mom for 3 months before she passes away. And I can only imagine the pain and fear, pain and craziness that may be going on with Karen, my sister. But I can't say that it is because I haven't talked to her in so long. Who knows? Did she really care? I mean, I've seen those fights and they were vicious. So who knows? I'm digging myself out of financial hole, and I am trying my best to live a decent life. I've never done drugs. I've never sold drugs. I've not been in jail. All I've done is work my ass off. And I keep getting caught in the syndrome of having to kiss somebody's ass just to get what I've worked my ass off for. Some people say that's part of that's part of the world. You got to kiss ass to get somewhere. I find that offensive. If I work my ass off, why do I have to kiss somebody's ass so that they can recognize that I've worked my ass off? Working my ass off should have been shown. It's one of the reasons I didn't get stay in the major leagues, because I didn't kiss ass. I'm batting well, I'm hitting the ball well. I'm not going to kiss your ass to make you feel well because I'm working my ass off to do what I need to do to play this game at a high level. I refuse to do it. And that's probably part of why I'm in such dire straits. You know, sometimes people think that you are in a situation because you've chosen that, and to a certain extent, maybe. But it's not because people haven't tried. I've tried. I have tried to be an outstanding citizen, a productive citizen, a law-abiding citizen. And yet I watch unproductive citizens, non-law-abiding citizens, and general credence to society have much more success than I've had. So why is that? Is it me? Possibly. I mean, I'm not so egotistical that I don't think nothing is my fault. Yeah, I've made some dumb decisions and some dumb situations, but in the end, I have done nothing but try my best to be the best human being possible. And all I have done is basically been shut up. People don't understand what goes through the mind of a person who is struggling to make it. They just say, oh, if you work hard, you'll make it. It's not the case. I've worked my ass off. It takes a little bit more. It takes willingness to give up part of your soul to somebody who wants to own part of you. I've tried all my life to be a model citizen, but in the end, I'm just that nigga that's just trying to make it. You know? I've been struggling my ass off, and people wonder why I post on Facebooks about my video gaming thing, and it sounds like you're having this fun. Video games are the only thing that kept me on this earth. And I mean that in a very literal sense, is that was one of the few things that I had a pure enjoyment of, that I can lose myself in, that would help me forget about everyday fucked up shit. People post on Facebook, and because I stopped posting my true feelings on Facebook, because during the third recession that my sister made me go through, she indicated that she thought that I was seeking attention through Facebook. I remember getting so mad at that girl, because she had no idea. She had no idea what pain I was going through. She just thought and judged me as she would. Hold on a second. Hello? Hi, how you doing? Yeah, yes, this is. I'm doing fine.